Okay, we've got some breaking news for you. Sky is partnering with Arsenal striker Alessia Russo and Goal for Girls to call for national action on girls' sport. New research shows that girls in the UK are missing out on 280 million hours of sport every single year, a gap that, if closed, could unlock £6.5 billion in economic and health benefits. Well, our presenter, Vicky Gomersall, sat down with Russo, with the Sky Chief Executive, Dana Strong, and Girls for Goals Chief Executive, Francesca Brown, to find out more.
What's your memories? I mean, it's not that far ago, is it? But what's your memories of playing sport as a teenager?
My earliest memories are starting out with boys and then progressing into girls' teams and just loving not only playing, but like being around everyone.
Yeah.
The camaraderie of being in a sports team, I think, is a group like no other, and you have friendships that are so different to normal, like my school friends and things like that. But it was in the belief of my teachers and my coaches around me that pushed me for county trials, then in academy football, and then yeah, I broke into the England pathway, and once you kind of get there, then you're really supported and well looked after to be given what you need to take it to the top.
Fran, would you be where you are now if it wasn't for sport?
No. And that's one of the things that I really do emphasise through our programmes, is that the importance of having sport in a young person, but a young girl's life. Sport for me saved my mental health, so I try and educate the young women and girls on the importance of sport and how that helps your mental health, but how that also allows you to build on all the qualities that you have. I call it a superpower, all them superpowers that you have to get to where you need to get to in life.
And Dana, it's not just about health we're talking about here, is it?
The impact is quite profound.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we found, which was, it makes sense when you think about it, but when you see it in black and white, it's quite amazing, is that participation in sport is as great an indicator for girls becoming successful later in life as a university degree.
That's amazing.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So when you, and actually what makes sense is in retrospect, and you think about it, and I don't know about you, but for me, I know for sure I wouldn't be where I am in my professional life if I didn't have the upbringing in sport that I had, you know, that community, that sense of confidence, that drive, that, you know, everything that you get through learning how to be a team member is such a crucial part of development and has served me very well. So when you think about it in retrospect, it makes sense, but to see it coming through in the statistics, and that's really where the economic impact comes from. And when you think about multiplying that out across all of the girls and all of the years and all the hours, it adds up to about 570 million a year in impact, which is quite extraordinary in terms of the contribution to the economy we're missing out on by girls dropping out of participation. So it's a big opportunity.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. And you've got the Alessia Cup. What's that all about? Tell us more.
Yeah, we're excited. It's been in the works for a little bit. But it's an opportunity where I think over 150 girls hopefully can come out and just play in a tournament where you can have the chance of winning, but also, like Fran said, be a part of a team, feel valued within your team, within the whole tournament in general. And I remember back in the day when I used to play tournaments at school or with my local team, they were like my favourite things to do as a kid in football, because you're out all day, you're playing from the morning till the evening, you're with your team the whole day, you just have loads of games and loads of fun. So it's something that we've wanted to do for a while, and for me, I'm really passionate about helping young girls, because I think while I've got the platform that I have right now, it's important to use it, and we do have a lot of power as players now, which is amazing, and we feel very grateful for it, but we want to make sure that when we're old and retired and watching football, that these young girls have everything that we have and even more.
Dana, what do you hope to achieve with this collaboration, and what sort of help do you need with this?
We should be having 2 hours of PE a week. You know, that is a really important foundation, actually, exactly, to make sure that we keep getting participation. And we have to acknowledge that really looking at school uniforms and making sure that girls feel comfortable in what they're being asked to wear in those 2 hours of participation, that's a really important component of it. We really think that it's important to have a policy which is around equal access. So girls can't participate if there isn't equal access available. And so that is, again, just a really important pillar. And it's common sense. You know, when you think about it, of course, girls should be given the choice. They should be given equal access. Yeah. And the last thing, what we found is that over 55% of girls said that role models really matter in terms of drawing them into a sport. And so, you know, this is where the power of somebody like Alessia really comes in. And if we can do more in terms of getting women's sport on TV, in broadcast channels, you know, we really think that that's a really powerful tool of getting more participation. So what we're asking government to consider is the importance of giving a tax break on the production side of putting women's sport, that you can do more games, more sport, and really just start to raise the profile of amazing female leaders like Alessia.
We are fortunate enough as athletes that we're given these 60,000 stadiums, these TV games all the time, and not only that, you can see us on TikToks and podcasts and Instagram, and I think that when you can see something, you can really feel that, all right, maybe this could be me one day.
What do you hope to achieve with this?
And one of the main things for me which was shocking was like the 280 million hours a year which is lost out through obviously your Sky's findings through sport for young women and girls. And I think we're at a stage now where those statistics shouldn't be the case. We should be able to collectively, you know, find the resources, allow the girls to have the access that they need at the stage that we are within women's sport.
So if we were going to finally just look back on this in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, what will we hope to have achieved then, do you think?
I always say, for me, when I look back on life after football, is that there's not one girl that doesn't know how to get into a team, where to start, where she can access football. And I think that as a boy, you would never have to question that. And us as females sometimes do. And maybe you don't want to start with the boys' team, you want to go all in with your girls' team. So I always say you never want to miss out on the next superstar that could be a future Lioness. No, a future Lioness, a future Arsenal player. You never want to miss out on those kind of players just because they can't find a team or they can't access the sport or they're not given the opportunity to. And yeah, hopefully we can look back in not too far away and see that, yeah, we've changed it for long term and forever.